Hi, it's Rochelle from Skin Mart, and today we have Sarah from Dermalogica here, who is an educator. Hi, how are you? Good, thank you. And we're here to talk about the Melting Moisture Masque, which is a very, very new product to Dermalogica. It looks very luxurious. So can you talk us through what it is, who it's for? Maybe we'll just start with that.
Yeah, of course. So as the name suggests, Melting Moisture Mask, this mask is loaded with oils. So the purpose of this is that, I guess as we get older, our skin gets drier, gets more dehydrated. That can lead to, sensitivity issues, and the skin can get really flaky. And sometimes our skin just needs a little bit more nourishment.
Yes.
We're moving into the cooler months, and when you move into those cooler months, your skin gets a little bit drier. So this mask really, it's all about feeding your skin. Yeah. The other absolutely amazing thing about this mask is that you leave it on. So you pop it on, you can put it on just directly on its own, or you can use it over the top of your serum at night, your vitamin A or your biolumin C, for example. You put on a nice thick layer, and then if you want to tissue off the residue, you can, but otherwise you sleep in it.
That's amazing.
You leave it on. I use it during the day as well sometimes when my skin's feeling a little bit drier. I just mix a little bit into my daytime and just have that extra barrier on my skin.
Wow, it's so good, because I think sometimes people want to do masks, but they're like, I put it on, I can't be bothered. Like, this is great because you can just put it on and leave it and not have to go back, wash it off, put all your night creams on, your serums, all that type of thing.
It's all done for you. I know so many people think that once you put a mask on your skin, you have to lie down and put cucumber on your eyes. And
we're all too busy for that.
We're all too busy for that. So this is just that real convenient, nourishing mask that you can use at any time.
Okay, so ingredients.
Ingredients-wise, it is absolutely loaded with oils. So the unique thing about this mask is that we have a melting moisture, a melting point complex. And so the idea with that then is that when you pop the mask on, and I'll show you in a second, when it comes out, it's quite thick, like a butter.
Butter, okay.
But once you actually apply it to the skin, it melts into the skin using your skin's own heat. And so it uses the warmth of your skin to melt those oils. We've got shea butter, mimosa seed, there's jojoba, and there's linoleic acid, there's olive fruit extract. There's all of these incredible ingredients that are just designed to hydrate and nourish and feed your skin.
We all know, like, when you have a facial and when they're trying to infuse things into the skin, they use heat. Yeah. So it really makes sense that our body's heat is going to help this penetrate.
Exactly. Yeah. And it just gets it into those deeper layers so that nourishment's, you imagine just all that oil just sinking through the layers of your skin and just feeding it.
Oh, it sounds so beautiful. So can you demonstrate how to use this?
There's a few little tips actually with this mask. When it comes to, because it is an oilier mask, you might find, especially in the cooler months, that it's a little bit thicker in consistency. So just be a little bit patient with it. Okay. The pump is kind of interesting. It's not something that you're going to be pumping to get the product out. So all you do is literally press down and hold until you get the product amount that you require. And then you've got the mask there on your hand. So you don't need to pump it. Okay. And then if you see that texture there, look at that. So it starts off really rich and creamy, but can you see how just from the heat of my hand, that's already starting to melt into my skin? And that's the melting moisture point complex that we were talking about there.
And I would imagine a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah, I mean, my hand is literally saturated with oils there. I just want to smooth it all up my arms. Yeah. But you can just leave that lovely layer onto your skin. Yeah,
and then tissue it off if you feel like there's a bit too much on there.
Tissue any residue off, or you might just want to use a damp face cloth, or just to take off that extra residue. But the key with this is to not pump it.
Okay, perfect.
Just hold until you've got the right amount of product out on your hand, on your skin.
So I know obviously this is really great for a dry and dehydrated skin, but what about the combination type skins? How would you recommend that they could use this, or could they use this?
That's a great question. Obviously with this mask, it is a nourishing, feeding mask, but when you talk about a combination skin, we're generally looking at a skin that has areas that are more oily, but that's not to say that the rest of the skin doesn't require that additional nourishment. So our advice would be, if you've got cheeks, forehead, neck, décolletage that are feeling really dry or needing more nourishment, then go ahead and use your Melting Moisture Mask. The other thing to consider is the skin might be oilier down the T-zone, but it might also be quite dehydrated, which means it's lacking in water. And so we need to be able to repair the barrier in that area. So you can use it on an oilier skin as a means to repair and heal and strengthen the barrier, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But on an oilier skin, you probably wouldn't want to use it as frequently as a drier skin might.
So would you recommend 2 to 3 times a week for a dry skin?
Yeah, 2 to 3 times a week is perfect. But maybe for an oilier skin or a combination skin, maybe once or twice a week is going to be enough, or avoiding the oilier area if they wish.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us and explaining the Melting Moisture Mask. This is really exciting to be launching this. So if you would like to purchase the Melting Moisture Mask, just head over to Skin Mart, or if you would like some advice on if this mask is right for you, just click on the advice tab on the website.